Ni hao, this is Mike, currently in China, and I wanted to basically discuss something. You have to excuse me, I've just gotten out of the shower and my body's feeling a bit weird. Recently just decided to get rid of a few things, do this, and discuss a few things with you guys. I may look like a complete idiot to some of you, that's fine. I'm trying something, let's see if it looks good. If it doesn't, it can grow back. But anyway, I wanted to basically do a video owning up to something right now, and I wanted to own up to a few things. Now, I want to actually make it out that no one is making me do this. Nobody's threatened me, no one's in the speaking out movement against me, nothing's happened. I'm doing this of my own volition. And the reason behind this is because I need to get this off my chest, in my opinion, to speak out about it. Basically, I'm speaking out on myself and talking about some issues that I've had. And I'm not gonna give myself a pat on the back. I don't want anyone to, accept my apology or to do anything, but just listen. When I was younger, I wanted to be liked by people. I wanted to be liked by friends, by family. I just wanted people to notice me for who I am. I became this person who would let people get away with certain things, taking advantage of certain things, and I would do certain things because people would sit there and go, that's part of being a man. And I came from a very toxic, masculine culture. My dad was very masculine and toxic. My mum was kind of the housewife, Nobody was a progressive in my family. Nearly everyone was a conservative. They went Labour after my dad filed for disability because he knew that Labour would look after him. Very opportunistic. My dad was a racist. My dad was a misogynist, and I was those things too. I used to basically sleep around, which I was told that this is fine because it's the manly thing to do. They were consensual, but I didn't treat my partners very well. Like it got to the point where once I got tired of someone, I would literally shun them and then move on to someone else. It wasn't a good thing to do. It was pathetic. Eventually, I ended up getting married and I ended up getting mistreated myself. And it got to the point where as I grew older and I started being friends with people and realizing certain things, that I started to understand what the fuck I was doing. There was stuff like casual racism. I basically once used casual racism in front of people who I should never have used it. I should never use it at all. And I used it and they got offended and they had every right to be offended, and they are no longer friends with me because they called me a racist. And to be fair, I was being a fucking racist. When you make prejudgments about someone and you're ignorant towards their culture or who they are as a person, and you don't actually look at the people themselves and you just look at the stereotypes, then you're being racist. And it's part of one of the crosses that I had to bear. You also have to look at certain other things that came into my life. I'm a divorcee with 4 kids. I've literally ran off to another country because I wanted to find my own happiness. And I feel fucking like a piece of shit because I'm not near them. I'm not close to them, but I was justifying it because I rarely see them. There are other things. It's industry. I ended up in most situations I ended up in this industry where people don't want to work with me. And by the way, this is as an actor, because I spoke out against someone, because they considered me a troublemaker, because of the fact that I ended up in a situation where I was fighting with a stupid human being who, in my opinion, is pathetic. But regardless if people actually care about her opinion or respect her, I was blackballed because of it. I hurt my own chances, regardless of how good people may think I am or how they think I may be worth a try in certain movies or TV shows. I will never get that shot because of what she did. And also because of what I did, being stubborn, listening to people, thinking that if I got the word out, enough people would be behind me, because no one is behind me. And that's fine. It was my own bed, I laid in it, I fucked myself. I apologize for being so toxic when I basically got into relationships, even though I never got over my first true love, my ex-fiance. She fucked me up. She fucked me up so badly, to the point where I was letting my body deteriorate. I didn't eat, I didn't sleep properly, I was gaining weight. I wanted to die. I didn't care if I lived or died. I didn't care what would happen to me. I didn't care if I ended up just it, you know? Because I lost her. Part of it was my fault. I was partly to blame because of the fact that I went and pushed and pushed and pushed when she dumped me to try and get back with her. Even to this day, I tried to speak with her recently to get closure, to kind of end the cycle of hurt that I caused others, because no one ever measured up to her, and I couldn't get it. She would just say the same things over and over again. She loved me. We could have worked things out, but I pushed her away. But she also pushed me away. She thought she wasn't good enough for me, and blah, 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 blah. And we ended up parting ways. And I realized, once I had that conversation with her, and she asked me if we could be friends, I said no. I didn't want to be friends. And it's not because I don't like her as a person. It's more because I've realized I was still in love with her. And I was in love with her for the last 4 years. I tried to spend getting over her, going from person to person to person. And I apologized for that toxic behavior and for running away every time something like an issue came up in the relationship, because I couldn't handle it. And because I kept holding on, hoping that she would come back. She's now a mother with a child and a husband and a home and a life that I'm not a part of. I apologize for all the times I was racist against those of Greek origins and Kurdish origins, because I was raised as a Turkish kid, told to hate Kurds and hate Greeks because they did this and did that. No one fucking did anything to me. War is stupid. People fighting over land is fucking stupid. And the hurt that it gave to people around me who were Greek, who I was talking shit about, I apologize for my own misgivings and ignorance, and keeping my mouth shut when I saw others being abused. A lot of people hate the fact that politics is on social media, but they don't understand that it's not politics when you're talking about equality and love, and you're trying to support others. I'm sorry for suggestive behavior to people I have been really creepy to. One of them is a friend of mine, well, former friend of mine, that I own it to the fact what I did to her, and that was Bex Tristra, Trista Bites. I would tell her she needed a friend, and I was trying to push her into a relationship. It was a stupid fucking thing. Then I got jealous because she started doing things with bigger YouTubers because she had better connections than me. And because people didn't want to say no to me, they just ignored me. I'm sorry for the people like Happy Console Gamer and all those other tubers that I'll basically start having a go at and attacking when I was pushed into, and it was my own fault, into doing all these rant videos. Do I like Johnny? He said a lot of nasty things behind my back. No, but I would like to talk to him and maybe squash it, because in my opinion, I think he's probably grown, similar to the fact that I've grown. Still fuck Alpha Omega Sin. I don't like the fucking dude. I think he's a fucking dipshit, but I'm willing to talk and work things out with him too. I'm sorry for everyone that I've lost my temper with and yelled at and called names. I'm sorry just being a complete dickhead to social justice warriors when all people are looking for is equality. I still don't like certain people like Anita Sarkeesian because I think she's using the movement, but I'm not openly talking crap about her anymore because I've seen the abuse that she's had through. I'm sorry about being a toxic gamer as well and attacking, not really attacking, but I feel like I'm enabling people to do that when people are threatening game devs and calling them names. I'm sorry for being part of the Gamergate movement, which had no fucking bearing and it was just a bully mob. I'm sorry for talking to people that I love and who are my friends and treating them in a certain way that they feel used. I'm sorry to those who had to deal with my mood swings and my aggressive anger because I was depressed and suicidal, which I still am, by the way, but I'm trying to deal with it in more proactive and good ways without being a dickhead to anybody else. I wish I could change who I was, but all I can do is change who I am and be a better me. And that's all I can do. And I hope in time you know that I wasn't the person that I was. And again, this isn't because anyone's pressured me to do this, it's because I looked within myself and I've been really fucking out of it over the past few years and just feeling like I'm a piece of shit human being. Well, I've always felt I was a piece of shit human being. When my ex left me, I felt like I wasn't worth anything, that I was a thing that could be just tossed aside, and I was nothing. And I'm sorry to those who loved me and wanted to work with me and try and help me be a better person, only for me to throw it back in their faces. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is my apology video. Visualo. This is my apology video. Comment below, call me whatever name you want to call me. I really don't care, because you can't hate me as much as I hate myself. And I've hated myself. But all I can do is try and be a better person and not be involved in the hate mobs and the community that likes to freaking rant and rave about other people. All I can do is try and be a better person and help as many people as I can and love as much as I can. But also be as transparent as I can. I've never raped, I've never killed, I've never done anything to harm anybody apart from the shit that I've just told you. And it's all because of my own stupid and idiotic behavior, which, being at this age, 38 by the way, I think I've grown out of. I'm going to do some new videos coming up. This isn't the video to talk about it, so I won't talk about it right now. I've got a new video coming, so you're going to have 2 this week. Tell me what you think of the new mic, and yeah, this has been Mike. Hopefully you won't unsubscribe, but who knows. Again, if you want to call me a piece of shit in the comments, you can do. I don't care. I've said what I need to say, and that's it. Have a great day.